So just to let you guys know that the United States government is definitely hacking into AI. The other day, I had to submit something to Defense Counsel. And so I was doing my normal research, and I had to submit a, basically I was trying to add a list of authorities where the cases were coming from. I was looking for cases that related to retaliation and hostile environment. So the United States government hacked into the AI that I was using, and this is how I know they did it. They hacked into it. They changed the case to that I was looking for, the case name. They said it was a legit case. They named it Doe versus Jackson National Life Insurance, which is the company that they're coordinating with to have me gang stalked and assaulted after they had me assaulted in 2008. And then they're having me tortured with directed energy weapons and thermal cannons by the United States government. Well, what they did was they changed the input to say that the hostile environment case, look for case 555, 555. It was Doe versus Jackson National Life Insurance, and it equated to 555. And then they made the case number 123456, right? And the reason why I know they did that is because I was making a placeholder into one of the documents that I was preparing. I made a placeholder. So I knew the number was 17, but I wasn't sure what the remaining numbers were. I was going to go back and look at my spreadsheet and add it, right? So what I did was I put a placeholder and I put 17, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what the United States government did was they hacked into Google, where I had the document saved. They hacked into my email, because I also had the document there. They hacked into that. Then the very next day, they had ChatGPT state that there was a case for hostile environment, work environments. They named the case after the company that I was having the disagreement with, that I'm litigating in court with currently. And then they changed the case number to, was like 555-1234556. I was like, this doesn't even look right. So I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and pull up the full case to get the full document. So the full document to the case was, let me see if I still have it up. Long story short, the full document of the case was like, the case you're looking for is not, it didn't find that case, but it found another case, and the case was something versus Jackson National, and the case number was 944. The reason why 944 is so important is because the United States government has been gang stalking me with the number 944. Now, if you look up the number 944, that's Kash Patel's birthday, or equates to Kash Patel's birthday, the current FBI director. And it also is the FBI building's address, the location in Washington, D.C. So I knew it was the government that hacked into the database, the source site, the site source that AI was retrieving the information from. They manipulated and put a fake case, and then when you pull up the real case name, it sends you to a case that has 944 in it for basically the United States government. So they wanted me to know that it was them that was hacking into my AI while I was trying to prepare stuff for court, and then hacking into changing the case numbers. The United States government, they absolutely have, when I tell you they have nothing better to do with their time, they have nothing better to do with their time. And I'm literally trying to find that case, because I had it open. Maybe I have it open somewhere else. Here it is. Let me bring it up. Let me see. Right here. This is the case it sent me to. So I was looking for Doe versus Jackson National Life Insurance Company, 23, which is 5, 2021, which is 5, and 2023, the last numbers are 5. And then notice how it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10th Circuit, which is the circuit that I'm in, and it says March 15, 2023. Well, the March 15, 2023 relates to a case that I was involved in for the United States government with the EEOC. Now they're sending a military helicopter over my home at 11:48 p.m. a.m. Actually, it's not 11:48. It's 11:48 a.m. So the case that it actually was bringing up was not this case, because there's no such thing as called Doe versus Jackson National Life Insurance number 23 2021 2023 WL 123456. There's no case named that. So the case, let me see if I can pull up the case that it sent me to. So I want you guys to see how they're hacking. See right here is this case. So this is the case that was actually called Doe versus Jackson National Life Insurance. And see right here, case citation 944. That stands for the FBI address, FBI in Washington, D.C. Now they're sending military, they're sending planes over. So see the address right there? 935 Pennsylvania Avenue. So 935 is 98. The case they sent was 944, which is 98. And that's the citation that they told me to pull up, that they navigated me to after they gave me this fake case that the United States government hacked into while I was trying to submit documents to the court, because they have nothing better to do with their time. Absolutely nothing better to do with their time. Nothing. They have way too much money where they're sitting on, the Pentagon is giving them $55 billion to give to the local law enforcement departments that they're coordinating with to go around harassing civilians, mainly Christians. They're persecuting Christians for reading their Bible and minding their business. The United States government demon society has a problem with that. So they're going around targeting and terrorizing people with judicial mafia. Now, Judge McKinley Siegler, the White Warrior, her middle name means White Warrior. They deliberately made sure that I was assigned to her because her middle name is White Warrior, and they wanted me to know that. And so she and the rest of the court thinks it's hilarious to discomfort self-represented litigants, mainly black women, where they're removing, having the attorneys, officers of the court coordinating with them and rigging and fixing cases that were already decided before the case even made it to court. Already decided. So they think it's hilarious to manipulate AI, because I told you, if AI is giving you fake cases, it's being sourced from somewhere. So where is it pulling the data from to come up with these fake cases? Well, it's being created at the FBI, at the Pentagon, and FBI is having access to that database. They pretty much have a computer, and they have certain filters going to that computer. So if you're too visionary, too disruptive, or too radical in your thought process, the United States government takes it upon themselves to assign you a community of gang stalkers coordinated with pretty much all of the United States governmental agencies to target, terrorize, surveillance, and harass you nonstop. And then while you're trying to litigate the cases that they engineered for you to have to go to court for, then what they do is they remove your attorneys, and while you're looking for court cases, they're manipulating the search engines or the database where they're sourcing these cases from, adding fake cases where you click on, you can't pull up the full case. There's no full case called Doe versus Jackson National, but there is a full case that I just showed you that basically is the United States FBI division harassing and stalking me. Now, they refuse to respond to a FOIA request. They refuse to respond to any FOIA request that I've sent them since April. They're supposed to respond in 20 days. It is September 2nd. The only thing they're doing is sending me emails that they won't do it, or they'll send me documentation in the mail that they won't do it. Basically, that's what it says. They're not going to provide any information. Now, before I started doing the FOIA requests, I was actually submitting FBI and DOJ complaints. The FBI has about 88 complaints that I submitted to them since 2017, and the DOJ has about 156. They basically, DOJ responded, they're not going to investigate none of it. They basically said, contact your attorney, contact a local attorney or the Legal Bar Association. Well, the Legal Bar Association, their ABA chair, Heather Teresa Carson Perkins, is on the case. She's on the case for Jackson National. So they want me to contact the same agencies that are targeting and terrorizing me, the United States government. This is what they get off doing on a daily basis. In addition to having my bills increase, my utilities increase, and then I sent a purse off to try to, get some resources. They haven't sent me the purse back, nor have they sent me the funds. It's been a month. It's been over a month. I need that money so I can pay my bills. I have a trustee because they engineered me to be in bankruptcy court, so I have to pay the trustee. So the United States government is blocking that because they continue to target and terrorize me. I have to pay my bills. They're blocking me from getting jobs. They're blocking me from getting income. The United States government, this is what they're doing. So if they're doing this to me, I'm pretty much sure I'm not the only person they're targeting and terrorizing for no reason at all. United States government.